What is the difference between a franchisee and a licensee? The determination as to who is a franchisee is established by statute, typically using a precise legal criteria to determine status, such that it is dependent upon the applicable franchise legislation, which should be referenced based on one's jurisdiction. Yet to provide a more general differentiator as to franchisee versus licensee, we will look at common distinctions. The core difference between a franchisee and a licensee lies in the scope of the relationship and the degree of control exerted by the brand owner. A franchise agreement is essentially a license that goes much further, involving the right to use an entire business model and system with a high level of control and ongoing support. Key differentiators between a franchisee and a licensee. Scope of agreement. A franchisee acquires the right to operate an entire proven business model, including the brand name, products and services, and operational systems. By contrast, a licensee acquires the right to use specific intellectual property, such as a trademark, patent, or technology, often for a limited purpose. Degree of control. High control by the franchisor. The franchisee must strictly adhere to the franchisor's detailed operational guidelines, branding standards, and business procedures to ensure uniformity, whereas a licensee sees minimal control by the licensor. The licensee has much greater freedom in running their overall business. The licensor control is usually limited to how specific licensed intellectual property is used. Ongoing support. A franchisee receives extensive ongoing support and training from the franchisor, specifically in the areas of marketing, operations, and supply chain. Meanwhile, a licensee typically receives little to no ongoing operational support from the licensor. Fees. A franchisee pays an initial franchise fee, plus ongoing fees, usually royalties based on a percentage of sales, and often a contribution to a marketing fund. Whereas a licensee pays a licensing fee, which may be a one-time payment, a per-use fee, or royalties based on the use or sale of the licensed intellectual property or product. Legal regulation. Franchisees are highly regulated by provincial franchise laws, which often require the franchisor to provide a franchise disclosure document, whereas a licensee is primarily governed by general contract law, with few, if any, regulations applying to their arrangement with the licensor. Goal of the agreement. For a franchisee, it is to duplicate the brand and its business model for consistent multi-unit expansion. For a licensee, it is to monetize intellectual property or technology through independent businesses. To learn more about our law firm's franchise law legal practice, we welcome you to visit our website, in addition to contacting our law firm to schedule a confidential consultation. Thank you.